Hi, and welcome to Psychology, Intro to Psychology. My name is Steve Miller, and I'm your professor for Intro to Psychology. Now, I'm looking forward to delivering this course. I really enjoy psychology, and I hope you find something very awesome for yourself or for your career, or perhaps just rounding out your experience and your own perspective. Now, there are some things that we need to review before we really get started into this course. So if you have, this is going to be odd, but if you please watch this video that you are already watching if you're hearing me, right to the end of this orientation video. It's found in week 1. I've also put it in, I think I've put it in the announcements, and I'm putting it in probably in the syllabus and announcements, but I'm going to put it in a few places so you won't have a hard time finding it. Now, the quiz you're seeing here, it's due on it's closing actually, on September 23rd at 5 p.m. So you've got almost 3 weeks to complete it, and it's based on this video that you're watching right through to the end and your syllabus. Now, in this video, I'm going to highlight a couple of really important things that, should help you get started. Like, for example, what does asynchronous mean? Or, as it applies to this class? Or, where in our Blackboard shell will I find any additional, content or supports or anything? Now, I'm going to demonstrate where you're going to find all your required documents and all other content. Your syllabus, your assignment, your journal PDFs, videos. So we'll do all of that. But to begin this course, let's just begin with, what is asynchronous? Well, asynchronous just means that this course you can take at any time of the week and any times of the day. Now, unlike your synchronous or your in-class instruction, they're synchronous because everyone is to be synchronized to arrive at the same place at the same day at the same times. For asynchronous, that makes it a bit more challenging because anybody can take it anytime. So you need to be organized for yourself. That's one of the biggest tips I can give for online support. If you're going to be taking online courses, time management is critical. So putting things into a calendar to keep track is critical for your success. Now, for asynchronous classes, you set up your own schedule. So use a calendar, find 3 hours that you can put together for your class in the same way that you use 3 hours for your synchronous classes. So while you're putting your calendar together, organizing your time for the semester, you'll need to find some period of time where you can put that 3 hours into psychology as well. Before I give you a tour of Blackboard, it's probably important that I let you in on the basic structure that I'm going to use for content in the use of your psychology textbook. Excuse me. What we're going to do is we're going to begin with considering what is psychology and what is the research-based foundation for psychology. And then we're going to look at a number of different psychology topics. Some of these are individual topics of psychological study, and some of them are just primary topics of research that psychology researches. Topics like consciousness, learning, motivation, emotions. In each topic, I'll basically be taking it into 2 parts, and each of the parts will be in each of 2 weeks. So basically, we're going to have 7 topics, and we'll be doing them every 2 weeks. So let's get into Blackboard, and this is where everything for your class is going to be in. I'm going to walk you through some key things about our Blackboard shell. Now, this is our entry point into psychology. There's your psychology, and it's up there. And we enter into your announcements. And you can see the first announcement is orientation quizzes available. It's available in week 1. It provides you with a course link that you can click on. Let's click it. And it takes me directly to the orientation quiz, which is living in week 1. See up here, it indicates where we are. You just go to begin, and away we go. So let's go back to announcements for a minute. Now, there's only 2 places where I put things. If you come over to the left-hand side, there should be, I'm going to point this out. One is how to contact me. And so how to do so is by clicking there. Everything that's in your syllabus, week by week, from week 1 to week 14, lives in the weekly learnings. However, you might see down here one of the topics in our textbook chapter headings will be here, and this is just to indicate where you will find content information for your assignment. Some of you will have sensation and perception, some will have consciousness, learning, stress, health and adjustments, motivation and learning. All that means is that's the content that you will be doing, or the topic area that you'll be doing your assignment on, and you will do your own independent study on a topic within that heading. It's not group work, it's individual work. Okay, so the first thing I want to start with is we'll start with how to contact me. Now, by clicking here, all you're getting is access to my email. Now, if you are using your home computer and you click here, it will pull up your own email from whatever computer you're at. But it's important that you know, I have a Georgian College email, you have a Georgian College email. That is the account you must use when connecting with me. We're not allowed to respond to personal emails. So I have created an email protocol that helps me help you. I have about 200 students in 4 different classes and 4 different topics. So by you just sending me an email just doesn't help me understand how to help you. So I need the subject line filled in. Outlook that you use will prompt you with, are you sure you want to send this without a subject? Say no, fill it in, and maybe put in I'll change gender. I have a course named Gender Studies, Abnormal Psychology, Psychology, and Sociology. I'll change that so it says and reflects psychology. Your first and last name and reference to which class you're in. Like I said, 200 students in 4 classes, I may not know exactly who you are. Now, on Wednesdays, I make videos that day, so there are no emails that I will respond to on Wednesdays. I do meet with WebEx and Zoom, so if you choose that that's how you'd like to meet up with me, please send me an email requesting WebEx or Zoom. Let me know what you need. Tell me roughly what you want. And when do you think you can meet? Propose a time and a date. And I will respond with, yes, I can, and here's the link, and I'll meet you then. I'll have it open about 5 minutes before our time, and then away we go. Okay, now let's look at the second place I put things. It says weekly learnings based on your syllabus. Well, we'll go and check our syllabus, but basically what I mean by that is there's week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to week 14, just like your syllabus. So I've mentioned the syllabus. So where do we get the syllabus? Well, right there, syllabus and assignment folder. I've indicated behind or underneath each folder what's in it, so you should be able to locate things. So if we click in here, we can find our syllabus in the PDF, our assignment in the PDF, and videos that support each one, the Screencast-O-Matic tutorial, and your journal. So what you need to do, if you click on the PDF, it'll open it in a separate window, and there's your syllabus, reminding us it's asynchronous. A little bit about the course, but also there's your textbook, and yes, the textbook is required. Okay, that's an important element because it's going to be useful for you. You can go through it, you watch the videos that I make for each chapter, and you can make notes, highlight the textbook, and sort of study as you go, because when it comes to test time, you can use your textbook, your notes, and whatever you've created to assist you with your test. So yes, the textbook is required. If we are to scroll down and look where test 1 is, test 1, October 3rd it opens at 8 a.m. and it closes on the Friday, the October 7th at 5 p.m. Everything that is due has an open and close date and time except the assignment. So let's have a peek. If we come down to the assignment, it's due in week 11. So let's close this out and we'll come back. Hold that place thought. We're going to go to week 11 a little bit later in this video. So we'll come down to assignment, and again, the same is true. Click on the assignment, it will open up. There's the video that has me explain some things about the assignment. What I mentioned in the assignment and in the video is the use of Screencast-O-Matic. Now, Screencast-O-Matic is a website that you can use to record your screen. So, for example, what you're required to do is do some research, create a PowerPoint or Prezi or keynote presentation, and a script. So you have your research in a PDF. Your script is what you write, is kind of like your presentation that you write. And then you read that as you go through your PowerPoint presentation and speak into your computer's microphone, and it will record your voice, and the software will record what's on your screen, and that's your video. This tutorial shows you how to do that and how to create an account that you can create a share URL, and I demonstrate that in this video. Now, if you continue down a little bit, you'll find there's your journal. Again, download and print and watch the video. Now, scrolling down, you have a video of a document called a semester planner. Now, this is just something that you can use that might help you organize your semester by putting your classes in one column, what's expected, when is it due, when did you start, when did you hand it in, what was the mark you were aiming for, and what was the mark you earned. It's just a way of organizing your semester, and it might be helpful for you. It's a choice that you can use it or not. Now, the course outline. Now, this is something that if you choose to continue your education, and maybe you want to go to another post-secondary and follow up what you're doing here at Georgian, you will need this course outline, because if you've taken psychology and you go to another institution and there's a requirement for psychology, you can get exempt from it. Now, if your mark is over 60, that's important, but then this document is what they need to view to compare their psychology with our psychology to see if there's a fair match. Okay. Now, I made some, let's go to the top here. We'll come back to here. There we go. And we'll go to the support videos. I've made some videos for you. These are just here to help. The first one is the online support or online tips, and I've done this in 3 parts. The first part is looking at some time management skills, and that's critical in online learning. The second part is more about your Wi-Fi connection and internet connection. It's important to note that I cannot fix your Wi-Fi. So if you're doing a test and you drop a signal and lose your test or something else that's critical also in Blackboard, I cannot help you. I'm sorry. However, I have got some tips that will help you strengthen your Wi-Fi or strengthen your connection. Now, as well, what I've got here is anything that gets posted as a document must be in a PDF. So this video walks you through how to make a PDF from PC Word or Mac Pages. It's really more straightforward than you might think, and maybe just once you see how it's done, it won't be any troubles. But if it's not a PDF, it won't be graded. This is just a video on how to use your device's calendars. If you're not familiar with how to set up alerts and things like that, then this might be very helpful for you. And again, I've put the Screencast-O-Matic tutorial here for your benefit. I really encourage you to view the video comfortably in front of having to use it. So in the first 2 or 3 weeks, while you're getting your feet wet into your courses, this is one tutorial you should be looking at and checking out so you can know what you're up for. Leaving things to the last minute is why things go downhill quickly, so don't leave things to the last minute, okay? All right, now let's jump ahead and we'll go into week 1. Now this is where we begin with content. So we come in here, I've put your assignments in your syllabus and stuff in here as well. No troubles finding them. You must have them. Not having them and asking me later in the semester, I'll just tell you where you need to find them and you can go back and look for them there, because you should be doing this at the front end, not waiting till week 7. So, sorry, go back to support videos. I'm in week 1. Sorry. Week 1. There we go. The quiz is right here. So like the link that was in the announcements, you can click here and get the access to the quiz there. Now, this is what a typical video for content will look like. So all you need to do is click the video. Now, you can tell already that that's kind of small. Just full screen. And it looks okay, but just to make sure, click it to there and it will improve the overall experience. Okay? That's all you got to do. Pretty straightforward. Not a big deal. Okay. Now, what I want to do is to go down to week 11. I had said, hang on to that thought. We're going to come back to week 11. Here we are. Going to week 11. This is where your assignment is due, no later than the 25th of November at 5 p.m. If you try to put your assignment in at November 25 at 5:10, there will be no journal available for you to put it in. It will disappear. Once the due date passes, the options to put them in disappear, okay? So let's go in here. Now, all your journals are the same, basically. The assignment journal, you're just going to post your assignment. All the other journals, you're going to watch a video that I post, and then you're just going to reflect on it. So let's have a look at how these journals work. Now, this is your assignment journal. And as I've indicated, I need your share limit. Well, we'll have to correct the spelling there. I will correct that. And your PDFs for your script and your research. So those are where to get posted here. And all you do is you create a journal entry. You can copy and paste your link there in this body here. You can type in here if you want. But if you've got PDFs you want to add, like for your research and your script, you browse your computer, locate those files, put them in, and then just post the entry. And then I will be able to receive it. You can see there's a little asterisk here. That has to be filled in. So put in my assignment, put in my journal. Let's say now we're doing one of the 4 journals you're expected to do. So we put in a journal 2. I've already done some of the journals, so I will do that. I can type my journal entry here. Or like I said, if you prefer to work in Word or Pages, you can save those files as PDFs, locate the file, post the file, and then post the entry, and then I will receive it. Okay. Let's see. Now really what I want to remind you about, as you saw in your syllabus, let's go back. I'm going to show you that. In your syllabus. Okay. You can see right, let me come down. Here we go. College policies. Basically, the bottom line is there are no extensions. That being said, the only way that I can honor and respect an extension request is coming through the disability office, where accommodation letters will be sent to faculty once students provide the documentation that's required to them. Those letters come to faculty. As soon as I receive the letter, I will email every person who I receive an accommodation letter from, saying I have received it and these are the accommodations that will be in place from this date forward to the end of the semester. Now, any other possible exemptions must fit within and adhere to the college policies and procedures. That link, you'll find them all there. This is the integrity link, and this is the link for test and examinations, and that includes assignments. Well, okay, there we go. I think that about covers it for us. Well, that completes the orientation. and my walkthrough. I hope this has been helpful for you, and I'm really looking forward to getting started this semester, and I really hope you are as well. This course is aimed at getting everybody off to a good start, and I hope we do so right off the get-go. So please get all your documents, put your due dates into a calendar, and let's get ready to roll. Bye now, everybody.